So, do you believe that recruiting isn't an HR problem, it's a marketing problem? Where does recruiting fall in line for you guys?
And there are very few roofing companies that have HR departments. That's kind of a hard question to answer though, because like very few of us really have like anything that we'd really deem like as like an HR type thing. People that are like responsible for onboarding and new hires and things like that though, right? If you have the right culture, you're going to naturally attract the kind of talent that you actually want to have working with you, you know? I mean, literally there are a lot of really, really good sales reps that are working for really, really bad companies in every single one of our markets. And it's just a matter of time. Like if you know who they are, you run into them at a supplier or you run into them like wherever, you know, I mean, how many gas stations we stop out throughout the day? A lot of the people that work with me, whether it be like they see our branding online or they run into me somewhere or whatever, and they just reach out. But I mean, I think if you have a good brand and a good culture, you're gonna attract the people that you want to have brought in anyway.
It kind of made me think
Something
of
like
a
that.
conversation we had with the lady at RoofCon, where she was basically saying that her numbers are great, but considering it's all women on her team, she was really struggling to attract and retain male talent. And so she kind of asked like the presenter what he would do. And Starry, myself, another person, we kind of kicked that around a lot. And maybe that's where I'd even like to open this up since it's kind of in the same vein. I mean, what are you guys doing to attract and retain talent? And what would you say to somebody who's struggling to attract and retain male talent specifically?
I like this question because if you're having a hard time attracting talent, that means nobody wants to work for you. Like, be cooler, have a cooler brand. And if it's a retainage thing, like you're not creating enough opportunity for people to stay. I hear oftentimes that people want to like they're comfortable. They want to try and monetize what they have. Well, guess what? The person that's sitting across from you that you're having an interview with doesn't want to hear that. They want to hear that they have room for growth so that they can change their life, change their family's life. So if you're having a hard time attracting talent and retaining talent, the opportunity that you're pitching it's not good enough. Like you got to figure out what makes you unique in the marketplace. You got to figure out like why would somebody quit their job or why would I leave Steadfast Roofing and go work at CR3 if I'm getting compensated the exact same? Like, what's compelling to leave? So, if for me, it's all about opportunity and creating an environment that like people actually want to come to work and they want to stay. And if you can't do either of those, you probably shouldn't be in business. And if you want to attract male talent, I don't know, I don't have a problem doing that. I'd actually like more female talent in terms of salespeople because I think that they could do a little bit better at the door because they're less aggressive than a male. Now that comes with some inherited risk of sending females out into random neighborhoods, but I actually would like to see some more women in the industry canvassing, knocking on doors because I think that they have an advantage over tattooed, bearded up, muscly men.
Like honestly, I think that being a female owned and female run business is such a positive in like a male dominated industry.
I thought it was interesting that the feedback she received from the keynote speaker was that she needed to have better processes, better onboarding, and better training. So he's like, okay, so if you create, I think his feedback was like, if you rip 12 looms about, these different topics, and I get that. I understand that you have to have a process, you have to have trainings to keep people, but I don't know that ripping 12 loom videos is going to attract talent. So then it kind of just goes into, well, then what does? Like, and what have you guys found success with?
It's culture. Culture's first.
We agree. That's where we landed too.
Protect culture, have good culture, keep it up, keep it strong, grow it, and then build around that